Fox News' Brandon Hudson joins us live. And Brandon, these are some pretty shocking allegations, making some waves.
Yeah, Rube, Amy, this could shake up the race for Attorney General. But look, we spoke to Matt Diperno just a few minutes ago. Simply put, he says he believes he did nothing wrong. Now, you're going to hear more from him in just a minute, but let's get to the heart of the issue here. For the past 2 years, we've heard Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, we've heard Attorney General Dana Nessel both say that they want to stop any kind of election fraud or tampering. This investigation names two high-profile Republican elected leaders, Barry County Sheriff Dar Leaf and State Representative Dare Rendon. Then there's Republican and Trump-backed candidate Matt Diperno, who aspires to unseat Dana Nessel and become Michigan's top prosecutor. The Attorney General's office says that these three were a part of a group which gained improper access to voting tabulators by persuading several local election clerks to hand over the machines. Members of the group claim they were, quote, investigating alleged voter fraud. Here's a timeline of what we know. In February of this year, the Michigan Secretary of State's office requested an investigation into the third-party access of voting tabulators. The AG's office finds between March and June 2021, the suspected group met with the clerks to get unauthorized access. Then, this past March and April, the AG's office seized the compromised voting tabulators. Because Matt Diperno is a candidate for Attorney General and a likely opponent to Dana Nessel, the AG requests a special prosecuting attorney investigate this case. In a statement, Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson said, quote, there must be consequences for those who broke the law to undermine our elections in order to advance their own political agendas. I'm thankful to Attorney General Nessel for conducting this investigation into the tampering of our secure voting machines and referring the case for prosecution. Now let's circle back to Matt Diperno, the GOP candidate for Attorney General. We spoke to him right before his private fundraiser here in Sterling Heights. Here's what he had to say about the situation.
Nobody did anything wrong, and the statute is very specific. The statute says that people cannot have unauthorized access during the election or following the election up to the time that the vote is certified. It's very clear on that point. But also, we are a state that allows local clerks to make their own decisions. And to the extent they gave permission to people to look at machines, that's not illegal also. So I don't see here in this case how anyone did anything wrong. This appears to be simply Dana Nessel doing what Dana Nessel does, which is using the power of her office to attack her political opponents.
So the Attorney General's office says that these compromised voting machines did not have any impact on last week's primary. And look, these charges, if there are charges found in this investigation, they could come up with some serious prison time. If anyone is found guilty, they could face up to 5 years behind bars. Reporting live here in Sterling Heights, I'm Brandon Hudson, Fox 2 News.
And this topic will be on Let It Rip on Thursday, and Mr. Diperno has agreed to join us. We also offered up the opportunity to Dana Nessel as well. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, for those who think this is just a political vendetta, the objective investigation with that special prosecuting attorney would hopefully clear that up and make it a fair investigation. But all of it could be clouded with the upcoming election as well.
Yeah, that's right. So it's a very dramatic kind of turn here in this AG's race. A lot of times you look at the top of the ballot with the governor, but here we are. We have eyes now on the Attorney General's race. One thing that Matt Diperno did talk about was the fact that, I asked him, if there's a silver lining, does this kind of keep your name out there? And he says he will continue to kind of campaign and fight and try to fight back against these allegations. So, look, we have a few weeks until November. We'll see him on Let It Rip, and we'll see if Dana Nessel's office, if Jocelyn Benson's office will want to come out and speak out publicly on camera.